and you did Songs of the Auvergne.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Do you remember
yes,
that?
I
That was
do.
a
Wow.
long time ago. And the beauty in that was what I learned from you, other than you had a great sense of humor. And you took what you did seriously and didn't take yourself seriously in that moment, which I think is a wonderful trait for an artist to have. But there was attention to detail that went beyond technique. And just the simple things you did that you could see that they had been thought out. And to me, those are the kind of qualities when you did Giselle and you had other moments, Fall River Legend, where the qualities had to transcend technique.
Right.
And I know that's some of what we're talking about now.
Absolutely.
But it's also one of the true gifts that you have.
I think everybody could have it. I think that, I think we get very preoccupied with technique, with whether we're turned out and whether we have 8 pirouettes and whether our leg is back here. I think we focus on those things, and they're so the least important, the least interesting parts of being a dancer. You can't do without them. We see people on the stage who don't have the technique, and then that's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
But at a certain level, you have to assume that your baseline is here, and everything you do is standing on that surface as an act of freedom. Technique frees you. It's not your prison. And too many dancers, too many of our students, too many of our young artists who want to be stars are in the prison of perfecting their technique, and they never get to the point where they go, this is a communicative art. This is not about doing something like a Xerox machine. This is not a machine replicating a series of combinations. This is somebody telling something very important to someone else, one-on-one, even in a house of thousands, that is much more important than whether I did my pirouettes. And our focus is far too much these days on, I did my 80 pirouettes.
So where do you see 2013? Because this is a milestone, but I think that's going to be a bigger milestone in the sense of bringing the company back to the stage.
Well, here we are, 2012, and we are auditioning for the company right now. Company auditions will begin in August of this year, and we will start touring in the late fall of 2012. 2013 will be our first New York season here in New York City. Say it one more time, New York season. So the big trick is that people have a memory of Dance Theatre of Harlem as a company, and that memory is pretty exalted. So we've got a very steep mountain to climb quickly. But that's why I pushed these Dance Theatre of Harlem 2 dancers to become better artists, stronger artists, because they're our nucleus. They're going to be that core, C-O-R-E, of the Dance Theatre of Harlem company. So we have a group of people who work together for a long period of time. I mean, what is a ballet company after all?
Right.
Who have an understanding of what the style and energy is. And then we bring in some more dancers who are of that level and higher, so that when we get them in the studio, I can't wait for August 2012 to see these people in the studio all together, so they can make that thing happen again.